Good morning and welcome to the show. Thursday, July. It's July 1st, folks.
July 1st.
It's July 1st.
Welcome to Neverland.
Yeah, I know. And I'm supposed to be pretty straight this morning, so I don't know what's going on. But at any rate, good morning, Tori.
Good morning.
We have a great guest sitting here. We'll bring him in just a second. I wanted to, the weekend's coming up. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, but you know what I am planning on? Friends called me yesterday and they were like, do you want to go to Burning Man?
Mm? Oh, God, Sam.
Said, I want to go to Burning Man.
Are you going to go?
I think, yeah.
Oh, my, Sam, you got to be careful. There are some heavy-duty-ass drugs out in Burning
partying,
Man.
Right?
Dude.
Well, I won't get to those, I'm good with my pot and stuff, but...
It's going to be fun. I mean, but you have to be extremely open to, like, a total hippies.
Right. And I think we could do it, although people still say, take like a camper, like an RV.
Yeah.
And then it's not really like roughing it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's
so
not
you're going
like
to just
tent.
do it in the tent?
No tent. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You got to glamp it up if you're going to Burning Man.
Right, and you want to have a bathroom.
Yeah. Hell
and
yeah.
a kitchen and
Hell
whatever,
But you also, I think Burning Man has turned into what, Coachella is. It's like a rich person's hippie thing.
It is, because it costs a lot.
It costs a gazillion dollars. And now, so it's like rich people going, when it used to be like, my cousin was like the first Burning Man, like an original hippie. So like, it's become kind of a Coachella thing now. But hey, I think it'd be rad.
Yeah, I know. I think so. I don't know. We figured that without any other expenses, just to be there, is $1,000
Jesus.
for 6 days.
It's like going to Disneyland now.
Yeah, it's like $150 a day, and then it's like $600.
Yeah, but it should be a life-altering magic experience,
like
right?
my friend said, it's a bucket list item.
Come on.
I mean, you don't want to
exactly
pass on
right.
that. So I might actually go. We'll see how it works out with the work.
I want to hear all of the stories,
right?
all of them.
That would be cool. But I don't know. I haven't roughed it up like this in a long time.
This will cross two things off your list: camping and like doing something on your bucket list.
Exactly right.
So good luck. I'm very excited.
It's a big festival.
It's gonna be a lot.
Well, I haven't decided to go yet, but once I do, I'll announce.
Okay.
It's actually the end of August, beginning of September.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like this coming weekend. See, I don't know when it was.
No, not this coming weekend. I would have had to obviously plan.
Yeah, I was like, how are you going to do all this?
Yeah, no. Also, I think like RV rentals probably go up like through the roof during that time.
You should get it now.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we should, So I'm not good at planning in advance, but I got to get better at it,
Yeah.
It's probably too late already to get RVs at a good price.
You could probably try something.
Yeah, who knows? But we'll definitely try to go, so that would be cool. Some bonding with friends and stuff, that would be nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So have you ever been to like things like this? Have you ever been to a rave maybe? Or?
I was a goody two-shoe. A lot of my friends have, and when I studied abroad in Italy, I went to a lot of these like overnight clubs.
Right.
But yeah, they're fun. I mean, you just have to be able to hydrate, have a bathroom, and have some maybe like sanitizer, and you're good. You're totally fine.
It's so funny that you say that, because when I went for a rave, all I did was drink and go pee every 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, were you on any drugs or no?
Yeah. On ecstasy.
On ecstasy makes you have to pee all the time.
Yeah.
And drink. Yeah. So I'm not saying that, but I'm someone who also gets thirsty all the time without ecstasy.
Right.
So and raves are just like, for me, I have social anxiety in terms of like, well, I think I'd be fine if I did 2 shots of whiskey and had some fun. I think I'd be fine, but I would not want to be on drugs in that. I think I'd be so scared.
Even if you were with a group of friends?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I have no idea.
You feel safer with it.
I don't know. Yeah, it passed me by when I was like, ooh, no. Now I'm like, fuck, I should have done that.
I know, and everybody eating candy and shit
and
like this.
Sucking on lollipops
down.
Stuff. Yeah, dude. Your mouth goes into overdrive. No, I was the goody two-shoe. I really was. I was like, I drank and that was it.
Yeah. I grew up on a lot of partying, but
you were in the 70s in Vegas.
The 70s and 80s, yeah. I mean, Quaaludes galore, man.
I love that you love Quaaludes. I think that's so funny.
I did. I don't think I could handle them anymore.
Does it just make you tired?
No, it makes you like a zombie almost.
I mean, it
makes you tired, but it's definitely not like an upper,
Yeah.
It makes you like want to touch and feel and have
kind of like an ecstasy feeling.
Yeah, It makes you like totally numb, completely numb.
The lewds.
So that's what we partied
Your
with.
DJ name would be DJ Lude.
Yeah, right.
DJ Quaalude. Coming up, stage 2.
Stage 2 indeed.
Yeah.
So before we get to our guest story, anything new that we want to report on our president that we haven't heard about yet?
Well, there was a really good burn by Hillary, which I always love when she has something planned. She went and did a talk on technology and how fake news and the cyber attacks from WikiLeaks really hurt her campaign. And she was sitting in a red leather back chair that looked like she was on The Voice. I definitely thought she was on The Voice.
Really?
My friend said that was so funny. But she was very candid about this election, and she went through a whole timeline of WikiLeaks and how they planted and Facebook. And I wish she had just freaking done this on the freaking campaign because it made a lot of sense. But anyway, she was speaking, and of course she baited Donald into tweeting something and saying like, "Oh, crooked Hillary is blah, 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 fuck yourself." And Hillary wrote, People in Covfefe houses shouldn't throw Covfefe, which is the word that he messed up.
Yeah, right.
So she got like 100,000, like 1 million retweets. So she killed. So she burned him really bad. So it was a great troll on her part.
Yeah.
So, but you know, we're waiting to hear about the Paris Accord. I was wrong yesterday. I want to make sure you guys know. He is yet to. It's more of a waiting game show than I thought. He has yet to say. The word on the street in D.C. is that he will pull out of the Paris climate deal. But again, he's making this like an episode of fucking Celebrity Apprentice, so we won't know until next season. So it's so stupid, but the world will laugh at us in the future, and it's laughing now. So, hey!
Now, did Clinton take any responsibility for losing, or was she
I will
just
say, her first
everybody?
question was, do you take responsibility? And you know me, diehard hippie, liberal, blue and blue. She could have said, I didn't speak out to the rural population, I didn't speak out to the Pennsylvania, Ohio group that I really missed. I didn't use Twitter, or I didn't use safety in terms of hacking. No, she didn't.
Right.
So she just went on the offensive. And they tried several times to get her to say, hey, what did you do wrong here? And she just wasn't built. She's just not a... She's like, Obama would have been fine kind of like riffing. She's not a likable, malleable, flexible candidate. She's like, here are my talking points, and I sound like a log. And I love her, but she's not a likable person. You know what I mean? So
that's true.
It's
not like Obama, that's for sure.
Oh, God. He would have been like singing, and everyone would have been happy, and I've been crying, and the whole shebang. But it's interesting. She did have a hard time coming up with anything to say bad about herself, which I thought was ridiculous. I agree with you. But, you know, at the same time, Sean Spicer was asked, what does Covfefe mean? Did you hear this?
No.
He did the press briefing off camera, so no one had to see him. They had 16 hours to come up with Covfefe, what Covfefe meant. What happened is he probably fell asleep writing coverage. Is the word coverage, and he fell asleep.
Wow.
But no one saw it for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So he said, this is his response, on audio only, the president and a select few people know exactly what Covfefe means. What? Are you trying to tell us it's a word?
It's a word.
Are
it's
we
a
in
code.
fucking crazy town?
Wow.
So everyone hysterically started laughing. The press started laughing. And they started screaming, well, what does it mean, Sean? What does it mean? He was like, I'm not answering this question. And then he left the press briefing room.
He's going to leave soon.
Dude,
I
looks...
I don't see him surviving.
I've never
very
seen
long.
anyone look so sad in my life. He has to say Covfefe was a real word. Poor guy.
Oh my God.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, so.
All right. Well, a lot of stuff there, but we're going to get to our guest right now. We're sitting here patiently. We're joined by Mr. Keith Liddell. Welcome to the show, Keith.
Oh, God, thank you so much. You know what, speaking of Covfefe, everybody was looking at this freaking ugly phone like it was a ticking time bomb. When I put it on the edge, they said, oh, my God, we're going to knock this thing off. It's almost like a little bit of a dual admiration. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Can I say that? It's, anyway. What do you guys think about social royalty?
What is social
What's
royalty?
social royalty?
Kobe Bryant type of thing?
Oh.
The new version of what I would like to be like Kobe Bryant.
Oh.
You'd like to be like Kobe Bryant?
And like you too, Sam, by the way.
Oh, you'd like to be like me too.
Radio.
Wow. There we go. Big
There
fan.
we go.
Big fan. Keith, you came to us you moved here from where?
Chicago.
From
Nice.
Chicago. So you
My
grew up in
husband's from
Chicago.
I did. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. What was it like growing up there, man?
Cold, buddy.
Really?
Very cold.
Right? Yeah.
Jesus.
And do you have a big family?
Somewhat. We're actually spread
Somewhat.
out
20
now.
brothers and sisters.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're now actually more so in the southern Florida region.
Much warmer.
If that makes
Much
sense.
warmer.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the water sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
well,
that's-
our water is not that great either here.
No,
It's
but look at the
freezing.
scenery, though. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, so you grew up in. How many siblings do you have?
I have one.
Oh, one sibling. Okay, so it's not a big family.
And then I have a, stepbrother. But
Oh, I
it's
see,
kind of like
okay.
a, merge thing.
Very
Merge.
A
cool.
merger.
Did you
Yeah.
have a nice childhood there?
God, it sucked. No, it was okay.
Really?
I mean,
Okay, 1 to 10, it was a 1.
It always sucks.
Chicago was a great place, and I think it's so hyped up with the media. Oh, it's so dangerous. It's so this and that. It's not that bad.
I love Chicago.
It's so much fun, you know. We only have AK-47s every now and then.
Every now and then they give it out at Walmart. Every now and then, but Chicago is one of the best towns ever. Really.
Really?
Oh
I
my
really need to
God,
visit.
I love Chicago.
Wow.
I loved all
So
my friends from
when
Michigan
you're a
moved there.
tourist, where would you go there, for example?
Oh my
Go to
God, the
Chicago?
downtown Navy Pier
Yeah.
is fantastic. North Shore.
You just walk along the water and then you're in the city at the same time. It's very cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And they got the lake too, right?
Really
the
good
lakefront.
restaurants, really great
Right.
food, really great bar scene, really good people. Like the Midwestern people are just very. It feels like you're kind of in Europe a little bit more like that.
Oh, wow.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just
The
more
closest,
welcoming.
the closest I've been to Chicago was, well, I was in Minneapolis, and I
Okay.
was also in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
you know,
Midwest
so-
people are just great.
Right.
They're just through and through
No,
nice
they really
people.
are
Yeah,
nice,
it's weird.
personable people, right?
Yeah.
Very nice, genuine people.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
like
honest.
you, for example.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you,
it.
Sam.
That's Teddy Bear.
A good representative of Chicago.
Very much.
A big, huge city. Thank
Yeah,
you so
huge,
much. I
big
really
teddy bear. I
appreciate you
love
guys. You guys are awesome.
So, Keith, you do a lot of things. You're a boxer, you're an author, and you're a mathematician. Now, we don't meet a lot of mathematicians here every day, so we'll
fascinated
talk
by
about
this.
that too, yeah. But
And you
let's-
also hold a Guinness Book of World Records
Right.
for the fastest punch in the world.
Oh God, yeah. Do you know what they say that?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well, they say that, but apparently you have been
45
selected
miles
as-
per hour or something?
Yeah, 44
Isn't
and then
that
45.
crazy?
Wow. So now, how did this come about? How did they find out about you? How did this come about?
Well, I've been boxing for 15 years
Oh, wow.
and turning pro as well. From boxing from when I was literally doing mini tournaments, beating up gang members, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
Seriously. And then literally going into tournaments. And when they saw me at a couple of these tournaments, then they said, well, what, this guy, let's measure how fast he's going, right? And I had some professional trainers too as well. Lynn Muhammad, I think I mentioned him before. And this guy, he teaches you about speed and power. And it turns out that I was moving a little quick.
Wow. Very cool.
So did you always have a fast punch?
I
Always.
did,
Yeah.
but I just didn't know. Actually, one time when I was in 6th grade, this kid, he tried to, jump me or something, and I punched him in the hand. I broke his hand.
Wow.
I swear to God, I didn't know I did it. I came back. He came the next day with a white wrap around his hand,
Right.
cast and everything.
Now, being able to have a fast punch, are you able to break bricks and things like that?
It's
like
funny, yeah.
people do, really?
Bricks, steel, for some
Really?
reason.
Damn.
I just have a fat bone structure.
Wow.
That's
That's
pretty
incredible.
cool.
I feel like in an emergency, I would definitely want you nearby me at
Yeah,
all
right.
times.
Well, I would protect you guys.
Yeah, I would be I would hog his leg and just hold on.
Bodyguard.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
incredible.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, when did you become interested in boxing?
Oh, when I was just watching Ali growing up, Mike Tyson, another favorite of mine. These were the guys that kind of just molded my character and also, the athletic persona what I wanted to actually pursue. And I think when I saw these guys in action and their professionalism, they were great.
Yeah.
They brought authenticity to the sport. They brought poshness, and I wanted to show that type of relevance within the sport and in life itself.
That's so true because I just watched an Ali documentary on the plane that was amazing that I'll recommend. I think it's called Muhammad Ali, but it was all about his past, and I didn't know a lot about when he protested the war, the stuff that he was saying. The most eloquent, most sexy, I was turned on in the airplane. I swear to God. This guy brought a pizzazz and an eclat to that sport that you had never seen.
Right.
And I think that's why he was the greatest of all time, other than being so good at boxing. I think he created a different type of sport and an athlete, and that's not Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It leads to that. I don't know if I'm saying that's Kobe Bryant as the greatest of all time, but I'm saying it leads to celebrities and athletes having their own brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, but he was the
totally get
first.
that. and he didn't have any qualms about, talking about himself.
And talking about pacifism in a way that you don't hear boxers talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, he spoke about, what did they do to me in Vietnam? They didn't do anything to me, so why am I going to go there and kill their brothers and sisters?
Right.
It was fascinating.
Yeah.
You hear the same relevant talk about stuff today.
That's true, yeah. He's still alive, though, right?
No, he passed.
Oh, he just passed a few months ago, right?
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Soon
he
to.
just passed.
Yeah. Well, he had Parkinson's too, right?
Yeah, which is
that
such a
was
shame.
Pretty
Last
bad.
year he died.
Yeah, but he was right in the brain. I read all about him. He was just fun.
Yeah, the brain
so
is
it
fine.
sucks because he was like such an athlete and his body broke.
Right?
But he was so right there still till the end.
Yeah. I know. It's a terrible thing to watch, I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
His father has Parkinson's too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But you know what? I'm so happy that it's not the kind of Parkinson's where you move,
The shaking.
the shaking,
Sure,
and,
yeah.
and stuff like, because they can't sit still.
I
Some
know.
people,
I
their
know.
muscles just work on. My dad is just stiff, So
Yeah.
it's good because I thought if he had the other kind, man, I don't know how we could handle it.
Well,
you
cannabis
can't
oil.
take him in public or anything.
Well,
you know?
and cannabis oil has been shown to really help tremors
I know.
with Parkinson's and stiffness. So you should look into that.
No, the
Yeah.
stiffness too.
Yeah, the CBD oil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know the shaking. They were saying that it helps some people,
Yeah.
but
It's
we have to
dreadful.
see about the stiffness. Yeah.
And for such an athlete, I can imagine for you, like all of a sudden your body breaks down. I don't know if that's your instrument as a boxer. You
Yeah.
know.
It is. It's one of the key, and you know what? You have to always keep your mind symbiotically
Yeah.
with your body in tune. I'd use another big word.
It was
because,
really good word.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Because
Change for that $5
I
word
mean,
right
she
here.
was just killing us with the, what was that word you used before? Is ambi?
Oh, Eklan.
Oh my
Eklan.
God! What is that? It sounds like a
I
Klingon.
found it from the crossword. It means like pizzazz, like poshness,
Eklan.
like polish.
Isn't it like Star Trek? You know,
Yeah.
Klingon.
Klingon.
The
It sounds like
Klingon.
Klingon, yeah.
Wow, I mean that was fantastic. By the way, it was.
Yeah.
Pretty
Keith,
good.
what's with the flash? It's like right in my eye, man.
It is.
Do we want to do this?
And I know that. I'll just take it off. I mean, I know he's been looking at this thing since I put it.
I get very distracted.
Oh, he gets distracted by it.
I know, and I've
He's
been.
filming the show.
Yeah.
and so
Because I love these guys.
The flash is like continuous, and it's right in my eye.
Oh,
so-
okay.
And I'm literally going to turn it off now, guys.
Yeah, you don't
I-
need to,
goodbye.
You don't need to tape the whole show.